Hi, this is the intro video for using Gizmos. If you have a license for Gizmos, then you should feel super excited because it's an awesome resource. So currently for the 2018-2019 school year, middle school and high school science have the license for Gizmos in Brunswick County, and then also high school math has the license for using Gizmos. So if you are outside of that range, speak to your instructional coach and tell them that you would like to try to get a license, basically. So, for my folks that are covered under the license, you should have a login. If you are not sure of your code, you need a code from your instructional coach so that you're linked under the license, if that makes sense. So, you will have some sort of code or enrollment key. Nevertheless, you will create a login. It's very simple. It takes your name and you choose your course and stuff like that. If you choose the wrong course on accident, it's totally fine. You'll still have access to all the gizmos, over 400 gizmos for math and science, which is pretty amazing. And you'll still have access. You just won't be advertised the proper gizmos if you choose the wrong course when you are signing up. So I'm going to log in. My login's automatic. And we'll talk about student logins in a moment. So this is strictly for teachers. So what are gizmos? They're basically computer simulations that simulate something generally that's hard to simulate or show in the classroom. So this is just an overview. So this is the home page. It shows you my classes. It shows you recently viewed gizmos, some really popular ones based on the courses that I said that I taught when I created my login. Some new and featured gizmos as well as webinars. And then also we've got uh, shared gizmos, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and then help and contact us. And they are actually pretty good if you find a mistake or have a request when you contact the gizmos help. So at the top of the screen, which is always this toolbar that kind of never moves, you basically have got find gizmos. This EL here is Explore Learning. So you went to explorelearning.com to get to the Gizmos website, and it gives you information and different things here. Find gizmos, we'll talk about in just a minute because that's going to be really important. Learn more. So, again, research, professional development about my classes we'll get to in a little bit later. So first we're going to go to how do you get started with gizmos. So there's different ways to do it. You could set up a class first. You can find a gizmo and then align it to a class, however you would like to. There's going to be a different screencast showing you how to create a class, but let me just show you how you find the gizmos. So there's multiple ways to find a gizmo. If you are an expert in your field and you know exactly what you're looking for, then you can just type in a keyword. So say I want to create one for something with cells. So it'll bring up anything that has to do with cells. So cell division, structure, energy, etc. You can see that. You can click on the gizmo and you can explore it, and I'll show you the different documents that come with the gizmo. But say I didn't have a keyword, maybe I'm not sure, I can look for gizmos by grade and topic or even by textbook, which is extremely amazing. I'm going to show you grade and topic because it's a little bit easier, and it also gives you a breakdown by standard, which is really nice. So say I'm going to do life science. Let me do biology. So say I want to do biology 912, and I might want to click on a little sample here, and it's going to give me all kinds of gizmos. It's going to give me grade level and topic based on what I just chose. I do want to show you, here's by textbook again, so there's multiple ways to get to the same spot. I would also like to show you by academic standard, which is really nice if you're a new teacher and you're not sure of exactly what you're teaching or you're teaching a new subject. So I picked the standards. One thing to be really careful about is choose the proper standards. Just don't automatically choose, oh, fifth grade if you're not under the standard course of study. So essential standards would be where biology lives. So I'm going to choose that. And then as you can see, it gives me the standard and then it aligns all the gizmos that align with that standard. So that's pretty good. I know Gizmos hires teachers to do this kind of stuff. So usually they're pretty spot on, but there may be others that are correlated that you find as well. Okay. So we are going to continue on and I'm going to show you all the wonderful things that gizmos come with. So let's pick cell structure. Whenever you go into a gizmo, you can check it out, you can launch it. All these are HTML5, so they can actually work on any device, even a phone, which is amazing. And you can launch the gizmo and you can kind of see what the kids are going to see and what they have to do. And you can even play around with it and see there, I'm playing around with it, and et cetera, et cetera. So you'll see exactly what the kids will see. Down below here, we have lessons to contribute if you wanted to. You could recommend this gizmo, you could give feedback, you could share it. And you could also do in presentation mode, which is really great if you want to do a whole class instruction. The sharing options are here, as you see. And if you scroll up, you can also put it in presentation mode so that it gets really big, which is really great for when, if you're using a smartboard or something like that to present a whole class. Lesson info. If you hit lesson info, you get all these wonderful pieces here that I'm going to show you. Or in the screen that we were in before, the basic screen, once I picked cell structure, it also brings up all the resources that are listed with that gizmo. So here's the cool thing. Every single gizmo comes with all of these things, these 4 items. Student exploration sheet, an answer key to that exploration sheet, a teacher guide that has additional lesson plan and activity ideas, and then a vocabulary sheet that has all of the key vocabulary that is related to that gizmo. So the student exploration sheet, you could do a Word document if you want to customize it, or you could pull it up as a PDF. And what's really nice is you could always just throw this into a Google Classroom and have kids do it electronically if you wanted to. But this is it. You basically would give this to kids and it runs them through exactly what to do with the gizmo. They use the 5E model, and so every gizmo kind of follows the same format. There's vocabulary, there's like a pre-activity, a warm-up to get them familiar with the simulation, and then it has them go through and do some things. And then there's generally like an extend or something towards an extension on the end. So just kind of depends on the gizmo that you chose and what's going on with that gizmo. The answer key is just an answer key. Like I said, teacher guide gives extra ideas for that lesson. And then the vocab sheet I really like for students that might struggle with the material because, like I said, it does give them the basic vocab defined to assist them with the gizmo. One other nice thing that the gizmos have on this page is towards the bottom from our community, and this is where other teachers and professionals have uploaded documents and related things, sometimes different language. So see here we have this gizmo in French, the cell gizmo in French. Sometimes you'll catch a Spanish one and different things, which is really cool if you work with ELL students. And so you can also upload items here as well. It's going to be it video, and we will discuss some other topics in the next screencast.